Hello, and welcome to 20 Minutes with Jesus. Take a slow breath. Let your heart open gently. Sometimes God is not holding you back. He is preparing you for more than you expect. Let's begin. There are seasons when life feels quieter, smaller, or even limited. You may not be stepping into anything new yet. You may not see doors opening or opportunities expanding. Instead, things feel contained, almost restrained. And in these moments, it can be easy to assume that nothing significant is happening. But often, this is exactly when God is doing his deepest work. God prepares before he reveals. He forms before he expands. What looks like stillness on the outside is often intense preparation on the inside. God knows what lies ahead, even when you do not. And he understands what kind of heart will be required to carry it well. Preparation rarely feels exciting. It often feels ordinary. It can feel repetitive. Sometimes it feels unnoticed. And yet, God does not prepare his children in obvious ways. He prepares them quietly, intentionally, and with great care. He works beneath the surface, strengthening faith, refining character, and building endurance long before anything changes outwardly. When God is preparing you for more, he often reduces distraction. He simplifies life so the heart can focus. He quiets noise so discernment can grow. He limits movement so formation can deepen. This reduction is not loss. It is alignment. God knows that expansion without preparation can overwhelm the soul. So he allows seasons where things feel smaller, slower, and more contained, not to restrict you, but to ready you. Preparation also reshapes expectations. You begin to desire depth rather than excitement, stability rather than intensity, faithfulness rather than recognition. These shifts may feel subtle, but they are powerful. God is teaching your heart how to value what truly matters so that future growth does not distort your priorities. God prepares you by strengthening your inner life. He builds patience where impatience once lived. He grows trust where control once ruled. He forms humility where pride could have grown. This work is essential. Without it, future blessing could become a burden. God loves you too much to give you more than your heart is ready to carry. Preparation also tests faith quietly. You continue obeying without immediate reward. You remain faithful without visible confirmation. You trust God even when progress feels slow. This kind of faith is not loud, but it is strong. It is the kind of faith that will endure future pressure. If today your life feels smaller than you expected, pause before assuming something is wrong. God may be positioning you. He may be strengthening your foundation so that when more comes, it will not shake you. God does not rush preparation. He is patient because he is intentional. He is thorough because he is loving. As this episode begins, allow yourself to trust this season. You are not being overlooked. You are not being delayed. You are being prepared, carefully, wisely, and lovingly, for more than you expect. God's preparation rarely announces itself. There is no clear signal saying that something greater is coming. Instead, preparation reveals itself through subtle changes in the heart, in focus, and in the way you respond to life. Learning to recognize these signs helps you trust the season you are in. One of the clearest signs of preparation is increased inner awareness. You become more conscious of your thoughts, motives, and reactions. Things that once went unnoticed now feel heavier or misaligned. God sharpens awareness not to condemn, but to refine. He prepares you by teaching you how to live intentionally. Another sign is a shift in what satisfies you. What once brought excitement may no longer fulfill you. You may find less joy in recognition and more peace in quiet faithfulness. This shift is not loss of passion, it is maturity forming. God adjusts desires, so future blessing does not become the source of your identity. Preparation often includes resistance to hurry. You may feel an internal restraint when trying to rush ahead. Opportunities that once felt appealing now feel forced. God places this restraint to protect you from premature movement. He knows that timing matters as much as obedience. Another sign is increased responsibility without increased visibility. You are trusted with more, yet little recognition follows. God uses this to build faithfulness and humility. He prepares you to carry influence without needing affirmation. Faithfulness in unseen places forms strength that lasts. Preparation also deepens discernment. You become more sensitive to peace and unrest. Decisions require more prayer than before. God sharpens discernment so that future choices are made wisely rather than impulsively. This discernment will be essential when responsibility increases. God also uses preparation to strengthen endurance. You continue obeying even when progress feels slow. You remain consistent without excitement. This endurance teaches you how to remain faithful when momentum is absent. God values this deeply. Another sign is simplification. Life becomes quieter. Fewer distractions hold your attention. God simplifies to protect focus. He prepares you by reducing what competes for your heart. This simplicity allows depth to grow. Preparation also includes testing trust. You may not see clear outcomes, but you continue trusting. God uses this to root faith in relationship rather than results. Trust formed in preparation will sustain you later. God prepares you by refining identity. You learn who you are apart from achievement. God anchors your worth in Him so that future success does not distort your sense of self. This work is quiet but powerful. If you recognize these signs, do not resist them. Preparation may feel subtle, but it is purposeful. God does not prepare casually. He prepares carefully. As this episode continues, allow yourself to trust what God is doing now. What feels small may be essential. What feels quiet may be foundational. God is preparing you, not because you are lacking, but because what is coming requires depth, strength, and faithfulness. And He is forming those within you now. When God is preparing you for more than you expect, the most important work often happens where no one else can see it. This hidden work is not accidental. It is intentional, careful, and deeply loving. God knows that what comes next will require more than skill or opportunity. It will require depth, strength, and spiritual maturity. Preparation begins in the heart. Before God increases responsibility, He increases capacity. Before He expands influence, He deepens character. And before He entrusts more, He strengthens what is already there. This is why preparation can feel slow, repetitive, or even unnoticed. God is not in a hurry, because what He is building must last. One of the first things God works on is trust. He allows seasons where outcomes are unclear and progress feels gradual. In these moments, trust is no longer supported by visible success. It becomes relational. You trust God because you know Him, not because you see immediate results. This kind of trust is essential for what lies ahead. God also works deeply on humility. When preparation happens in hidden places, pride has little room to grow. You learn how to remain faithful without recognition. You obey without applause. God forms humility not to diminish you, but to protect you. Humility allows future blessing to remain a gift rather than a burden. Another important work God does is refining obedience. In preparation seasons, obedience is often quiet and costly. You obey when it would be easier to disengage. You remain faithful when enthusiasm fades. God watches this closely. Obedience formed in preparation creates consistency that will sustain you later. God also addresses the inner life. He brings awareness to motives, fears, and expectations. Things that once seemed harmless may now feel misaligned. God gently exposes these areas so healing and correction can take place. He does this not to shame you, but to free you. Preparation includes healing. God heals wounds that could distort future seasons. He addresses insecurity that could be triggered by responsibility. He restores areas where fear could lead to control. Healing in preparation prevents damage later. God also strengthens endurance. He allows you to walk faithfully without visible reward. This endurance teaches you how to remain steady through seasons that require patience. Endurance formed now will sustain you when responsibility increases. Preparation also reshapes desire. You begin to want alignment more than advancement. You value peace more than speed. You seek faithfulness more than recognition. These changes may feel subtle, but they are powerful. God is shaping desire, so future blessing does not replace dependence on Him. Another hidden work God does is simplifying focus. He reduces distractions. He quiets noise. He narrows attention. This simplification is not loss. It is preparation. God knows that clarity will be required when decisions become heavier. Simplifying now trains discernment. God also teaches you how to listen. In preparation seasons, God often speaks more quietly. You learn to recognize His leading through peace, restraint, and gentle conviction. This attentiveness becomes essential later, when clarity may still be partial, but decisions must be made. Preparation also strengthens identity. God anchors your worth in Him rather than in achievement. You learn who you are apart from success or progress. This identity stability protects you when life expands. Without it, growth could destabilize you. God is also forming wisdom. Wisdom grows through reflection, patience, and experience. Preparation allows time for wisdom to develop. God knows that wisdom cannot be rushed. It must be lived into. Sometimes preparation feels uncomfortable. You may feel stretched internally without seeing external change. You may feel ready, yet still waiting. This tension is part of formation. God uses it to build resilience and maturity. If today you feel that God is doing something deep but unseen, take heart. You are not being overlooked. You are being prepared. God's hidden work is often His most important work. Preparation is proof of God's care. He does not give more lightly. He gives thoughtfully. He prepares those He trusts with greater responsibility, deeper influence, and fuller purpose. As this episode continues, remember this: the season you are in matters. What God is forming now will support what comes next. Do not rush preparation. Do not minimize hidden work. God is building something strong within you. And when the time comes for more, you will be ready, not just to receive it, but to carry it with wisdom, humility, and faithfulness. This is the beauty of God's preparation. Nothing is wasted. God, we come before you with humble and open hearts. We recognize that you are doing a work within us that is deeper than we can see and wiser than we can fully understand. Even when our lives feel quiet or unchanged, we trust that you are preparing us with intention and care. Today, we surrender to your process. We release the need to rush what you are forming slowly. We let go of the pressure to prove readiness. We lay down the fear that nothing is happening. God, help us trust the hidden work you are doing. When preparation feels unnoticed, remind us that you see everything. When faithfulness feels unseen, remind us that you honor what is done in secret. When patience feels heavy, strengthen our hearts to remain steady. God, refine us gently. Shape our character. Purify our motives. Strengthen our trust. If there are areas within us that need healing, meet us there with compassion. If there are fears that could limit what you want to do through us, bring freedom. If there are expectations that need to be released, give us grace to surrender them. God, teach us how to carry preparation well. Help us remain faithful without recognition. Help us obey without needing immediate reward. Help us trust you even when outcomes are unclear. Anchor our identity in you alone. Let our worth not be defined by progress, success, or visibility, but by your presence and your love. Protect our hearts from comparison and impatience as you shape us for what comes next. God, strengthen our endurance. When waiting feels long, remind us that you are intentional. When growth feels slow, remind us that depth takes time. When discouragement tries to enter, replace it with peace. We trust that you know what lies ahead. We trust that what you are forming now is necessary. We trust that preparation is not delay, but protection. We trust that you are leading us wisely. God, prepare us for more, not just more responsibility, but more humility. Not just more opportunity, but more wisdom. Not just more influence, but more faithfulness. We place our lives fully in your hands today. Continue your work within us. Shape us with patience. Lead us with love. And help us rest in the assurance that when you prepare us, nothing is wasted. We trust you. We rest in you. We walk forward with faith. Amen. As we come to the end of this episode, allow your heart to rest in this truth. God does not prepare you casually. If He is working deeply within you, it is because what lies ahead will require more than excitement, talent, or opportunity. It will require character, humility, and a faith that is steady. Preparation is not a sign that something is missing. It is a sign that something meaningful is coming. You may not see the full picture yet, and that is okay. God rarely reveals everything at once. He invites trust before explanation. He forms strength before expansion. And He builds depth before increase. If your life feels quieter than you expected, do not rush to fill the space. This quiet may be intentional. God often uses these moments to strengthen what cannot be rushed: discernment, endurance, wisdom, and trust. These are the qualities that will sustain you when more is placed in your hands. You are not being overlooked. God sees your faithfulness. He sees your obedience. He sees the consistency that others may never notice. Nothing done in preparation is wasted. Every moment of quiet faith, every unseen act of obedience, every choice to trust instead of hurry is forming something solid within you. As you return to your day, resist the temptation to measure your life by visible progress alone. Growth is not always loud. Some of the most important transformation happens beneath the surface, where God is shaping who you are becoming. Trust this season. Trust that God knows what He is doing. Trust that His timing is intentional. Trust that preparation is an expression of His care, not His delay. If at times you feel ready for more, remember that God prepares not only for what you desire, but for what He desires to do through you. His vision for your life is broader and wiser than you can imagine. Stay faithful where you are. Stay open to God's leading. Stay grounded in trust. When the time comes, what God has prepared in you will meet what He places before you, and you will be ready, not overwhelmed, not shaken, but equipped to carry more with peace and wisdom. Until then, rest. God is working. God is preparing. And what He is forming now will support everything that comes next. Remain steady. Remain trusting. Remain close. God's preparation is proof that He is not finished with you. He is just getting ready to do more than you expect.